Thank you so much for joining us for this. You were kind of thrust into this role a few months ago. What has life been like for you since then?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be out here and to be on campus. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of traveling, getting to be on site with our institutions and getting in front of our student athletes. So great to have those connections and to be out and about. So huge opportunity for myself and our staff.
You know, I have to ask you, well, for Utah Valley, it's well known that Astra Tuminez is probably the Wolverines' biggest fan. What has it been like working with her so far?
Working with President Tuminez is fantastic, and she brings a new energy to the president group when she came in, and it's been infectious. A lot of the other presidents have caught on too, so they'll wear each other's school colors and have some good banter. There's some definitely healthy banter between her and the California Baptist president as well. So, and they take it into WAC Vegas too. So it's so much fun, and we have a great board to work with.
I'm glad you brought up WAC Vegas. It's going to be a little different this year. Can you kind of explain what the format's going to be like and what went into that decision making?
You know, it was really important to us as a league to have everybody present at the tournament, and everybody gets to play into postseason. And so we were able to create an opportunity that has all the teams coming forward, and all 9 institutions will be present. The first opening round is going to be in Burns Arena in St. George, which is just a short drive away from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And so we'll have that 8-9, and then we go into a traditional bracket, which is probably the bigger change. That we have been in a protected bracket for the past couple of years, to where the number 1 seed wouldn't show up until Friday.
Right.
But they are going to be there on Wednesday now, and so I think it puts the pressure on early, and in a league where we're going to have so many close games and such tight competition, it's going to make Vegas a ton of fun.
That's so awesome. I mean, since you've taken this role, what have been some of your favorite things about it?
Oh, goodness. You know, it's the people. It's the connection in the sense that, and I know that's the piece, but that's why we're all here. So getting to do that and oversee, and obviously, you know, the success of the basketball programs has been a great highlight, and we had a lot of great successes in football this year. 2 of our teams, and I know Utah Valley doesn't have football, but a lot of our WAC institutions do, and were successful and went deep into postseason in their first year of play. So it's been a lot of fun to have that success and to get to celebrate it overall. Yeah.
Well, last question for me. Utah Valley, their women's sports teams have grown tremendously over the years. I've been doing this for about a decade, and it's just crazy to see the growth and you know, the support from the students and the fans and everything. How important is it for you to continue watching the women's programs in the conference continue to grow and build, you know, more fandom and things like that?
Oh, it's everything. And incoming is, you know, women's basketball is where I cut my teeth in college athletics.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So, yes, and so getting the opportunity and seeing such a growth. This was a really special week for everybody, particularly with women's basketball, but women's sports overall, with the NCAA unanimously passing the vote to have a unit distribution. So we will now have unit distributions from the NCAA based off of successes in the women's basketball tournament. And so that's a huge move, and just a single statement in all the work that's put forward and all the growth in women's sports from the ESPN deal and et cetera nationally, but also on campuses.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun to see, and it's really special to see these young women highlighted in such a way.
Cool. Thank you so much for joining us again, Rebekah. We really, really appreciate that.
Thank you so much for having me.